I didn't even realize it, but I picked him up at the airport in the Silverado. My frame of reference is pretty low. I have a very high tolerance for shitty performance, I guess.
Mike doesn't do the QC test drives at the shop.
Some people know your strengths and weaknesses.
I know a lot of weaknesses. I don't really know my strengths.
Shaking so bad. It's got such a bad tire balance problem. Like, I could do my Darth Vader voice almost in the truck.
Oh, my God.
I was like, "Argh."
So
hyperbole, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
No.
man. Nah.
Dude, it's
so
crazy. 72 miles an hour. It's like going down the road. I'm like, are you going to get that fixed? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, are you okay?
what are you going to fit? Yeah.
The following program features a bunch of doofuses talking about the automotive aftermarket. The stuff we or our guests may say do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of our peers, our sponsors, or any other associations we may have. There may be some spicy language in this show, so if you get your feelings hurt easily, you should probably just move along. So without further ado, it's time for Confessions of a Shop Owner with your host, Mike Allen.
Close the door on your way out.
Oh, my God. Close the door.
This whole booth's shaking. This thing is put together with freaking bubblegum and duct tape,
This
man.
is flat rate construction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were
Scared.
flat rating it all right. They were not.
There's no way. This is 100% union
Yeah, it took
labor.
them way too long to put this up. I was going to ask the guy what local he belonged to.
I know, right?
I'm like, you guys are making a 2-hour project. So I see two rednecks with beer to drink get this done in 18 minutes.
Union.
It's like watching my wife try to assemble some IKEA furniture. Just not a good idea.
Some of the, they send it. Some of the threads are messed up from the get-go. I don't know. I'd probably give her the benefit of the doubt on that.
All kidding aside, we don't own any IKEA furniture, but I bought a shit ton of IKEA furniture off of Facebook Marketplace in the last month and a half.
Say, we've seen your furniture places.
So one of my favorite moments last night is Eric has we're on with Eric Merchant. We should probably say that. Who's actually my brother. Anyways, he had one of his young guys, and he said, just gives him the, come here. He made him get in that chest that opens up where the checkers are set up. And then he wouldn't fit. We're like, take your sneakers off.
But leading up to that, he was hesitant. And Tanika's in the background. And
Tanika's like, don't make him do it. Don't make him do it. And he keeps walking. And
as she has her phone out recording.
She's like, hold on, let me get my phone out.
Yeah.
So we're going to have video on the internet.
Oh, there is video. There's documentary
Stuffing your
proof.
employee into a trunk.
We didn't, nope. It was consensual.
It was
There was no
consensual.
stuffing.
So there's like the Gamp in Pulp Fiction. Just consensually in the trunk.
Oh, yeah.
With the lid closed, we even set checkers up on top.
I saw that you put a video online last night at the go-kart track, and
It was a terrible video.
I want to give props for one part of it, and I want to call you out on another part of it.
That's fair.
First props, you're like, hey, we're out at a national training event, the whole team, and we're at this go-kart track doing fun shit. If you want to work for a shop where you get to go to training events and do fun shit, call me up, right? I think that's great. The bad thing is you didn't give me proper credit for how awesome I was.
Did you see how many videos got posted last night?
No, I just saw one and went to bed.
Yeah.
Were there a lot?
Well, apparently what happened is I recorded it, and I'm like, oh, this will be like, we'll catch the end of the go-kart, and to save on editing, I'll just hit pause on the recording on the phone. So I hit pause, and then I'd restart and hit pause and restart. To me, that's just one video. Well, to Facebook,
It's like
that was
5 reels.
That was like 10. So 10 videos get uploaded. I'm like, why does it say part 4, part 7? And they're all just a few seconds long. I'm like, you son of a...
Oops, awkwardness.
So I left it because that's a sign of a true
You didn't dirty
content
delete.
creator.
You didn't dirty delete.
No, you just leave your mistakes
let it
up
eat.
for everybody to see, and know better next time.
I like it.
Well,
Hey, Car Fix was a great opportunity for fellowship last night at the go-kart track. So thank you, Mike Allen.
yeah, it was a good time. Thanks.
Nice.
I think my guys had a good time.
Anyways, because any technicians would have already screenshot it, so it just kills your street cred. Because somebody sees it and screenshots it, and then you dirty delete, and then everybody just shares the screenshot, and you look like dumbass anyways.
I had no idea how much screenshotting and screen recording and file saving that there was in the world until I started getting involved in automotive media. You fuckers screenshot everything.
You can't hide nothing.
How do you store it? Like, how do you organize it so that you can find
The only
stuff that you
reason
need?
I have to get a new phone is because I screenshot so many dumbass comments that I know somebody's going to deny or delete later because that was the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Look, here's the deal. I like to think that I'm pretty good at running an auto repair shop. It's what I've done for 20 plus years, but I'm not good at managing a marketing budget and all the different facets of a truly well-rounded marketing plan. There's mail, there's local advertising, there's website, there's Google AdWords, there's all the different things that go into that, and it's just not what I'm good at. So what I've chosen to do is to buy myself the time to focus on what I am good at while having someone else execute on all of those things at a way higher level than anything I could ever do. That's what turnkey auto marketing does for me. So if you feel like you could use some of that same magic, I'm going to recommend that you go to turnkeyautomarketing.com, get a free consultation, tell them that I sent you, tell them that Confessions of a Shop Owner sent you.
Hey there, I've got to tell you about something new for our industry, Tectonic 2026, presented by Techmetric. This isn't just a user conference. It's built for the whole shop. Owners, advisors, and techs each have sessions designed for what they actually do every day. It's 3 days in Houston, Texas, filled with workshops, panels. We're expecting over 1,000 people from around the country. You don't have to be a Techmetric user or customer to attend. Tap the link in the show notes to check out Tectonic 2026. Grab early bird pricing while you still can.
And it actually fills up my phone. And I have to go get a new phone because I have too many screenshots from automotive groups of people.
So when you get a new phone, you don't back it up with your old phone? You just start from scratch?
I start from scratch because it's unlimited content.
Just get a larger
It'd
cloud.
be like,
How about like a...
when you're a kid and you watch DuckTales and Scrooge McDuck would go swimming and all his money, you can never run it out, right? So you just go get another phone and start with that again.
So bank's texting me for a fraud alert because of my panic purchases on Amazon to buy more cameras and cables and stuff this afternoon because Braxton lost 1/4 of my podcast setup.
Wait, I think we set it up in the hospitality suite, actually. We were using cables to run alien lights. I'm pretty sure there's cameras in places that... Well,
there shouldn't be.
Oh, there's a camera in the trunk with your guy. I mean, have y'all let him out yet, or is he still in there?
Well, he was in class. I seen him at lunch. I think he's
Did
out.
y'all roll the trunk into the class and just let him listen through the wall of the trunk? Or
Everybody was all about, we should let him out now. And I'm like, there's plenty of breathing room.
yeah, we drilled some breathing holes in the
Actually,
bottom.
I think when he was having trouble fitting with his sneakers on, I think somebody said, Brian, sit on that. And I'm like,
I did hear that.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Then it's going to become a juicer.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, right. I'm like, you're talking about permanently injuring somebody. How many metric? We figure out the fulcrum and the angle and the distance.
I was more worried about the hinge if that would have happened.
Yeah, I probably just blew the hinge out. It is some pretty high-end furniture you got from Marketplace.
Yeah, I seen
So
actual
that
wood
trunk,
screws
actually,
in that trunk.
That trunk I've had for 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I was
that's
high
from
end.
the personal
Yeah.
collection.
Yeah.
gotcha.
And the casting couch is from one of the shops.
The blue velvet one?
No, the black leather one.
There's a couple dark leather couches.
So there's a black leather one, there's a brown leather one, there's a blue velvet one.
The blue velvet one was the one that there was some unknownness about.
Yeah, I bought that from a cat lady.
I could tell.
So if you pull the cushions
back
off, there's
corner-
cat hair everywhere.
Well, the back corner of
It's been-
it had the
it's
shit
been
kicked
clawed,
out of it by
yeah.
a cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the leather one, not the blue one.
Yeah, that was the leather one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the blue
Yeah.
one's not the casting couch.
Well, when you're buying $25 couches off the internet, you
gotta
can't
make
really
sure.
be super picky, you know. So
I'll tell you, I think the big message here is if somebody hasn't been to this event. No, I've been to a couple automotive events. I've never seen. Have you ever seen a hospitality suite like that, Eric?
I've not.
No,
I've not.
I've never seen. And they moved the adult beverages. The adult beverage section is now in there today. So, I did notice that it says capacity 75 people. So we are looking for a
that's
Sharpie.
per-
I'm going to need to put a 1 in front of that because I think
that's
we're going to
per
need it.
half of the
That's
room.
that's gonna say that's more than
Oh, it's
one
per
room.
half of the room.
There's
Because
4
2
doors
rooms, there's a
leading into
divider,
there.
Yeah,
There's 4 doors. I mean,
so it's probably 150.
That's
Is there a
300
left
if there's
and right
4 doors.
divider? Maybe it's actually 300.
Yeah, it's definitely 300.
Definitely 300.
300 people because there's
2,000.
4 doors, so everybody's got a safe exit.
Yeah. Divide by pi r squared.
There's enough seating for
7.
at least 350. So 350.
As long as we put some in the trunk.
You could get 2 in there, I bet, by the end of the night.
We were just riding around outside in the Miata, and I was thinking, I wonder if we can get Braxton in here too with us.
All 3 of us in the Miata at the same time.
Just lay him across.
That would have been super awkward.
No, anyway, I think it'll be fun. But last night was a good time.
Last night was
enjoyed
fun. The smaller intimateness. Everybody got a chance to
Intimitude.
do some racing.
There's probably like 35 people there, maybe 35.
I didn't
Well,
really
that
get a
wasn't
count.
too bad then.
Yeah. Everybody got to race at least twice, 3 times if they
Yeah,
wanted.
there's
You were getting
yeah.
nervous that everybody and their brother was going to show up.
That's because Lucas kept telling everybody, he's like, hey, Mike's doing this thing, go to it. And I had told them, I've been keeping an RSVP list, and the RSVP list was at 65 or 70. And I was like, they're going to have a problem with me if I show up with 150 people. And Lucas was just telling everybody. And that, what I didn't take into account was the hotel lobby bar is a vortex that if you get sucked into it, you cannot escape until 2 a.m.
That's standard fare.
Yeah.
I
So
walked by it earlier in the day. It was before I found the hospitality suite, and I could feel the pull.
Hey, everybody. I wanted to take a minute to tell you about the coaching organization I've been involved with for, over 20 years now, Elite. Elite Worldwide, they don't give you a one-size-fits-all solution. They tailor the coaching specifically to you and your shop. They pair you with an experienced coach who is either a current or a former shop owner, and they turn strategies into actual action and accountability and results. Whether it's improving your service advisor's sales, growing your shop, growing to multiple locations, they really have you covered. They've got training for all of those things. Clients of Elite really see results, higher profits, stronger teams, a better work-life balance. If you're ready to take the next step, visit eliteworldwide.com to schedule your discovery session. That's eliteworldwide.com to start working on your business rather than in it. Tell them that you heard about them on Confessions of a Shop Owner so that I get a pat on the back or maybe a box of chocolates or something. That would be awesome. Thanks.
The gravitational
I
pull.
could feel the pull as
There was a magnetic field that was drawing you in. Well, not magnetic.
Well, when I saw-
electrical field.
it was
Magnetic
glass.
field, no,
It was a glass.
when I saw a
bottle.
text that Zeb and Susie were stopping by the hotel to drop off their stuff and change, I was like, oh, nobody's coming then. Because Zeb's going to end up at the bar, and then everybody's going to end up in Zeb's orbit. He's going to hold court.
It wasn't that crazy. I didn't catch up with them till later, but there was only like 4 of us.
What time's later?
Define later.
Probably like 10:30ish.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Tanika said she went to bed at 3 o'clock
This morning?
on Wednesday night before the expo starts.
That's
She was
hardcore.
cornered. And she didn't, I mean, she seemed like she was having a good time. She didn't throw up any international signs for help. I had no sidebar text messages.
Well, it's this, right? Is that the one that's like,
Is that what it is?
I think that is
Oh, shit.
help
She
I'm
was
being
doing that
abducted
like
or-
crazy.
That means
I thought she was just waving. I thought it was a new wave with your thumb in. I thought you people down here just waved goofy. Oh, fuck.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
this-
just got roped into something.
This is different. This is I'm a beauty.
No, she wasn't doing that. She was doing the first one. Yeah, she was doing that.
All right, I have gotten around the fraud hold on my card and Amazon, so I will. I bet I missed the cutoff for delivery tomorrow morning.
Oh, sons of bitches.
Son of a-
There's 3 shows right next to us that I'm sure has this equipment you need. And if you only took a little bit from every one of them,
They'd never know it.
One piece at a time.
Yeah,
Didn't cost me
it's
a dime.
a great song. Love Johnny Cash. All right, Eric, tell us who you are, where your shop is, all those special deets.
Eric Merchant Automotive, Zeeland, Michigan. We're southwest of Grand Rapids. Been in business 21 years, and we do GM diesel pickups. So
That's very specific.
very specific. Very specific. Repair, some upgrade stuff, not as much as we used to. Light manufacturing, wholesale, e-commerce, all that kind of stuff. What are we smiling at?
As one of my managers walking by,
Oh,
making
that's fair.
inappropriate
Okay.
hand gestures. So
That's fine.
standard. If you work with me, you got to be that kind of mentality. So
So many inappropriate thoughts.
yeah, there's no way that you can get further off the rails than we did in our first recording today. We had conversations.
Mostly my fault.
Well, I did start the conversation off talking about dick tattoos.
You did.
Yeah, but the wind cover on the microphone's still wet over here. So I don't know what was going on.
Evidently, it had an effect. I don't know.
Just letting you know.
So we were in a meeting last week together.
Last week.
We're both in the same elite pro service coaching group, and so we went to a meeting in Jackson, Michigan.
Yep.
Was that your first pro service meeting?
That was my first pro service meeting as a guest.
Okay.
And I'm in their top
Yeah, you
shop
had a
360.
yellow lanyard,
Yeah. Yep. And Tom actually made a sales call. He called me yesterday. It was about 4:30. And I thought, oh, wow, he wants to connect tonight or something. He's in town. And then he proceeds to be Tom Amaro, which we all love him to death, to
Working through his script with you?
to work through his pitch with me. And that's great stuff. But all very good. Pro service is definitely pretty tight group of people. A lot of them shops have been in there for a long time, and you can tell that. Even as a guest, I was still felt comfortable.
Do you feel like it was clicky, or were you able
No,
to?
I didn't think the clicky part. It didn't seem that way.
Okay.
But there's a ton of knowledge in there.
Yeah, there's some smart dudes in the room.
There's some smart. Can we swear in here? Can we swear?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Fucking A.
Yeah, there's some smart sons of bitches in there.
Yeah. Well, so the meeting that I had originally intended to go to is happening right now in Hartford, Connecticut.
Raji's or
Rogi's Automotive.
Rogi's? Okay.
Yeah.
I did see.
And Hank's a badass, and he's a good friend. And they're giving me a lot of shit about not being there. And I was like, well, I kind of have to be here.
Yeah, check the schedule next time.
I mean, you are kind of like the El Presidente.
Next year, maybe not. So
You're the El Presidente of here or there? 'Cause I know you're
ASTA.
like here.
ASTA.
Yeah, that
Mike
I
is
knew.
the ASTA
Right.
super duper.
I thought you had
Presidente.
like a side gig going
for another 2.5 months. And then I am
Free.
the coolest man in the room. I am the former president.
People thought they were getting butt hurt and this shit was spicy before. Wait till freaking January 1 and you're not the president of ASTA anymore.
It's going to be dicks out for Harambe, man. When I don't
Is
have
there
to
going to be
behave.
is there a succession plan?
No, the next president is here, and she's awesome.
Like sworn in, the whole deal is just not public
Well,
yet?
she's like, no, it's public. Her name's Mimi Dowd. She has 2 Tire Pros locations in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh. So it's public knowledge.
She's way, way more mature than I am and very reasonable with her speech.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just there's no other way to put that, Mike.
there aren't many people that aren't way more mature than me and more reasonable with their word choices.
I mean, there was this guy that got into a trunk yesterday that,
He's also like 23, right?
no, he just graduated high school this last spring.
Oh, well, okay, so he's I
think he's 19. He might be
18,
19.
yeah, so I think you can get
But
away
actually,
with that.
he's pretty sharp, but that's a whole other deal.
How many did you bring?
There's 6 of us here.
That's awesome.
There's 6 of us here.
Brought 6 people from halfway across the country
Yep.
to come to a training and networking event.
2 of them are new to the company, and when I booked this stuff, they didn't actually work for me yet. That was kind of nerve wracking. I'm like, I'm going to buy tickets and flights and everything else for people that haven't technically started. We're just going to go all in.
That's belief.
I had to because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Not really, but
Well,
yeah.
I do. Your 2 guys that made the final heat last night, I do want to say
And those are the 2 new guys.
they should have gotten the hell out of my way. You slowed me down, and I could have won the race, but I spent 3 laps having to get around your wide asses.
I think that's where the bumper comes in.
There was a little nudging. I did get the no bumping sign from every position, every track
The corner
marshal.
people. Yeah, I always get that.
But did
And
you
I
get
wouldn't
the
have to
power
use-
reduced?
No, they don't have that there. They don't
don't
have
have
that
that
one.
one either.
That's
Oh,
why.
yeah.
That's why I like that one over the other
Oh.
one, is because they're gas carts and there's no remote governor. It's just
I didn't realize
they can
they
be
were-
on the track helping somebody who spun out, and it's just full gas. You just
Couple years ago-
they're trusting you to be a normal human
A
being.
couple of
and not
years
hit
ago,
them.
they had gas carts and no remote governor. I think the past 2 years it was electric, right? Yeah.
Well, so the last 2 years were official ASTA events, part of the pre-party.
Oh yeah.
And we went to the one that had electric. And before that, it was just Lucas and I. And we were going. It was in the same building we were in last night. They've just done a complete remodel. It was a single
so
story.
I've been to that one before.
Yeah, it was a single story, one big.
I
open
was
space,
supposed to
and now
go to it,
it's-
but I got freaking
Yeah.
sidetracked, and I looked at my phone, and it's 8:30 at night, and I'm
Now
like,
it's
oh shit.
They
You
did
had better
a
idea-
multi-million
better
dollar
plans.
revamp, and now it's 2 stories and,
Okay.
and everything else.
That's
so.
the one. Yeah, that's the one we went. Okay.
Yeah,
I've already been to that one. I did go karts there one time.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can just throttle jockey it. I actually put a bulge in the right front tire. It got so hot on the go-kart. Yeah.
If you are pushing up on the Miata's maximum load capacity, I wonder what that cart's maximum load capacity is.
I believe it would be kind of like putting a blue whale in an F-150. I think it's the same ratio.
But they didn't keep you from getting on, so it's okay.
There's
no rules broken because
last time I was there, it was a freaking real deal to get my ass in the seat. It was tough.
It's more like you kind of sat on the seat, not in the seat.
I specifically remember this. I sat on my left ass cheek. My right one never actually touched the bottom of the seat. Sit all jacked around sideways. I couldn't get my fat ass in the
It helps you
cart.
corner better.
Yeah.
Get out there.
Which is, I was leaning to the left, which is why I was able to kill the right front tire. Because I could corner pretty hard. I had a lot of left percentage.
At least you weren't crawling through a window to get in it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
If you don't make the cut there, you can't ride.
So how does that work? Being old and in pain and inflexible, climbing in and out of the window of a race car.
I have just the right tolerance of flexibility and Advil.
And
And Advil.
do you have people that like help you pull yourself out after
No,
the race?
Even in the premier shape that I'm in, it's more of like a slide. So you once you get your feet in.
This is the peak male performance.
Oh yeah, there's TV commercials for this stuff.
You're going to be in there with Frank Thomas.
Yeah. And then the seat is, fitted, so everything just kind of works.
I always found the hardest part was getting your feet back out.
Those are
Getting on the windowsill, getting in the car, getting from the seat back up to the windowsill. Not all that was not that bad. Me being tall, I always had
Being
a
able to
problem.
turn your leg and
fat,
get it out.
Tall and fat. I always had a problem getting my leg bent enough
To get
past
out.
that A pillar to get my foot out so I could start getting out of the car. And I could never get both out at the same time. I had to get one out and fall out of a race.
I'm a one, and then follow through.
Kind of fall, yeah.
Yeah, I
Kind
can't
of
do the
follow
whole
style.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the ones that get out and just jump up on the roof and cheer. No,
Fuck.
I'll get there. I mean, it's just going to take me a second.
Yeah.
But there's no rush. You got to embrace and enjoy
Eric gets his
everything.
little stool out so he can get up on the hood.
So would you be like kicked out of the series and not allowed to come back if you had a race where you finished like 23rd and you went and did donuts on the infield and then jumped up on the hood and cheered for yourself?
I don't think kicked out would be the right word. They might put you in a special pit area. And these cars don't do donuts. The clutch in them is the clutch discs are, I don't know, 4 inches in diameter. They're just little tiny ones. It's just a two-speed transmission, so it doesn't have, and it's a Burt Bryn Winners style transmission. So you engage the clutch to move in first and reverse.
Yeah, they're actually pretty tricky.
So
If you're not familiar with a Burt transmission, it's what they use in a lot of circle track cars. It's
Yep.
just a 2-speed
High and
manual
low.
transmission, and actually sometimes if the transmission's having a bad day, an experienced racer, they'll come out on the track in first, and they're turning. Once you get it in second, it stays there the whole time.
Yep.
During caution laps, pace laps, everything. But even experienced racers will find themselves stopped on the back straight because they missed their into second and they can't get it back into first either, and they have to come to a stop, and then they can get going again and try over again.
100%.
Yeah.
I have had to shut the car off
to get it
back
go
into
back
gear,
to first, so you can start.
and
up
then you
go
hope
again.
it restarts.
Yeah,
Why is it so finicky like that? It's just
it's very.
It's a non-synchronized
If you've
transmission.
taken one apart, it's very rudimentary inside, and its only job in life is to really run in second gear the whole time. It's what it was built for, and everything else was an afterthought. They're
and
like,
everything
"Oh,
else
well,
is
we can't really-"
just additional weight.
Yeah, we can't really
And then-
idle at 38 miles an hour through the pits, so we better give it a first, I guess.
Right.
Right?
And you can't get it going without a first, just because you don't have much clutch.
Yeah, because it makes the car smell funny.
And it's just a straight coupler from the back of the crank to the input of the trans. So the only disconnect is in that clutch inside the transmission.
Does that one have a hand clutch, or you got a foot clutch?
I got foot clutch.
You have a foot clutch?
Yep.
So the dirt cars, we had a hand clutch, and like the Sportsman and the Modifieds, we
Oh,
had a hand
okay.
clutch. That was, they can't fuck around that thing. And they squeal and squeak and make all this racket. When you put them in, it's It's weird.
Yeah, but they can't hear that over the exhaust.
Yeah.
So
You can hear that when you're next to the car, but
Yeah,
fans
but
can't
nobody
hear that
knows.
stance.
Nobody knows all that.
Yeah.
You can't. Just whatever.
So, are you racing like half-mile tracks, quarter-mile tracks? Where are they?
Berlin Raceway is a 7/16 mile. I think that's what they officially call it. Now, I don't know how that's measured wherever, but it's 7/16 mile is what
Our
it's
local
rated
track's
as.
a 4/9, so I'm familiar.
A 4/9, so-
with the
And-
goofy measurements.
Can you imagine?
4/9?
4/9 of a mile, Ransomville Speedway. It's 4/9
I don't know what
of a
that
mile.
works out to though, because like I don't know what the metric equivalent is
The metric equivalent,
of 7/16.
right? Well,
14
12
millimeter?
12 millimeters, the metric equivalent of 7/16.
You're right. 14 would be a 9/16.
14 is 9/16.
So it's a 12 millimeter track.
12 mil track.
Yeah. Well,
Times.
if it was a 10 mil, you'd lose it all the time, right?
Oh, I definitely drive like a 10 mil. I definitely drive like a 10 mil.
And this is paved, not dirt, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Asphalt. Yep. Paved.
And is it like just all gas, or do you use brakes, or?
I've been known to tap the brakes occasionally, but the way that track is very momentum driven, so it's less brake is possible.
Are you riding the wall all the way around, or are you
Only when I'm in the wrong spot.
Okay.
Yep.
So the fast line is not up.
The fast line. You will be up towards the wall in the middle of the front stretch and at the high end of the back stretch, but the fast line is not.
Is down low.
You're
Pretty low.
running the low groove in the corners.
Okay.
There's some guys that will make the high line work, and it's great for passing, driving around people, that kind of thing. But like a qualifying attempt, everybody runs the low line. Yeah.
How many cars race at a time?
Our class, a full field, is 15 or 16 with what we have this last
16
season.
cars on a half-mile course, on a 12 millimeter course. Is
12 millimeter course. Yep.
Not a lot of empty space after a few laps. You get some spread.
They get some spread out.
They don't even get a full millimeter each.
Yeah, and the cars are very aero dependent.
Right.
So
don't get a full millimeter per car.
You only get 3/4 of a millimeter per car. I mean, 0.75 millimeters per car.
does that?
That was
That's a
metric.
micron.
Yeah, it's very small.
So, what do you enjoy more?
75 micrometers.
Driving quickly in circles, or running a shop?
They both have their own challenges. At least when you drive in a circle, you are protected from those around you with a fire suit and a roll cage, whereas when you run a shop, you are not protected
Yeah,
with safety equipment.
you're out in the open.
You're out in the open. And you make a bad decision in either one of those, and
They both have the capacity
they
to
both,
hurt.
they both, yeah. And it costs the same. Probably a little more, depending on the,
Yeah,
you know what? Yeah.
Depends on the mistake.
Yeah, you can fix a lot of racing damage for what a mistake costs at a shop.
Yes.
You buy whole ass street stock cars for one check you got to write to somebody.
You can beat out a lot of damage on a race car. You can't really beat out the damage on a shop.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Or you create more damage.
Yeah, yeah.
So, how big is your shop?
Total facility just over 20,000 feet.
Holy cow!
Shop wise, 4 techs, 1 rider.
Hey, it's me, Mike's kid. Want to tell us your wild shop stories? Or maybe you just think my dad's totally wrong. Call us at 704-CONFESS and leave a message. You can tell us we're awesome, or you can tell us we're idiots. We're cool either way. That's 704-CONFESS. Just don't make it too weird.
And we also have a transmission department, which is separate, where we do all the builds and things like that. But
You have some manufacturing equipment too, right?
Yeah, we have some
CNC equipment, stuff like
yeah, some light manufacturing, some robotic welding. Trying to think what else we've got. That's the biggest capability there. There's a couple guys that run that shop, and we're only making stuff that we use in house, that we sell online for the wholesale retail consumer. Tools.
Back before I even knew who you were, I think I bought something for the back of a transfer case that stops the rub through of the GM transfer cases. The way the pump just sits in the transfer case, you can kind of chock
Yeah,
back
they
and forth.
wear a
and
hole in
wear
them
a
on the
hole
inside out.
Merchant Automotive had a solution for that years ago.
The best solution for
The
that.
best solution.
The best solution. Other ones have come and gone and failed.
Do you sell a good volume of those? or have they fixed the problem now, so it's kind of past?
Well, that problem was fixed in 07 classic stuff. So it's not relevant anymore.
Yeah.
But those trucks are still on the road. The sales of that has gone down, but it's still we still make a pile of them.
How did you find yourself in a space where you were specializing not only in diesel but in specifically GM diesel?
Career dealer tech.
Okay.
Up until that point. So right out of high school, went into the dealership life, and it was GM, and then went through, I bet, 5 or 6 dealers, like every dealer tech, and ended up getting fired from the last dealership. So that's how I got out of the dealership. That was my lifeline to get out. Was me and the service manager didn't always get along, and only one of us had the authority to hire and fire, and he exercised that authority. So here we are.
He released you to the industry to seek further opportunities.
He allowed me to investigate better, yes. Something like that. And at that point, I'm like, oh, I can go to the dealer next door. And I thought, well, that's dumb. It's just
Same bullshit, different
sign on the door.
Yeah, there it's.
And I kind of had the little thing going on the nights and weekends. And I thought, well, let's just give that a shot.
Were you building? I remember way back you were doing pull-in trucks. You did a lot of pull-in trucks too.
We used to do a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are pulling trucks? Like tractor pull
yeah,
trucks?
Tractor pulling, yeah.
Okay.
Diesel truck pulling.
Okay.
And I've
that's
still-
a whole part of the world that I'm not
Dude,
familiar
you're from
with.
the South. You're supposed to know more about a pull-in truck than I do.
It's like when
I
you-
know that they exist.
Like hook a trailer to it that doesn't want to move, and you drag it across the dirt
So I've always wondered
as
about
far
those.
as you can.
These guys
essentially.
start off and they're just hauling ass, and
Yeah.
they get bogged down. Do they have like brakes on the trailer?
No,
or something?
there's
Or is
a
the weight
set of
increase?
weights.
It's a weight transfer system.
So the weights go forward, and the further forward, so the weights start over the axles of the
it
trailer,
transfers.
largest in
Yeah.
front of the axles, and it transfers more onto that trailer, and it's got this big, almost like a
Pan.
bulldozer blade on the front that plows into the ground harder.
Okay.
Right? So the further it is, the more it plows into the ground. A long story short.
and they can adjust how fast that transfer
Adjust.
box
yeah,
moves,
how much weight is on it.
how
and
much
so
weight is on it, and then they can actually lift the rear axles up off the ground, which adds more pressure down on the pan, and then the pan has grouser bars that can be lowered.
Yeah, to really dig into
there's
the
a
track.
lot of
There's
different
a
ways.
lot of-
You can
That's
use
how
this-
they can use the same piece of equipment to pull everything from stock truck to a tractor with a jet engine on it, right?
Yeah, and it is. It's, you
Literally,
can do
not
antique
figuratively speaking.
tractors all the way to
antique
hot rod
tractors,
semis.
Yeah, literally to somebody bought a decommissioned Chinook helicopter and put a 30,000 horsepower jet turbine on this thing, and we're gonna.
And
Pull a
how
trailer.
do you pull so hard that it won't pull anymore without blowing a motor like that up?
That's
Oh,
just
they
part
blow
of the
up.
fun.
They blow up sometimes. They break in half.
Yeah, things happen. You always find the weak spot.
Never underestimate the ability
Of a redneck.
for dudes with beer and like I could do better. I mean, that's up there with racing lawnmowers, right?
Never underestimate the whole.
Yeah, but racing lawnmowers, you don't have, it. Some people call it trailer racing. Like, oh, so you're having fun going 30 miles an hour. But it's like an adrenaline. It is an adrenaline rush that it's hard to describe because there's a lot of stuff going on at a relatively low speed. But when a diesel engine spinning 6,000 RPM.
That's
with-
nerve wracking. If you know anything about diesels, that's a little nerve wracking.
Yeah, with not much between you and the rest of the world.
That's usually when you're looking for cardboard or a fire extinguisher is when the diesel engine hits 6,000.
I think
RPM,
cardboard would be a laughing stock if it
Yeah, yeah,
if it
yeah,
ran away.
cardboard,
Yeah,
they
you're
just
looking
suck
for
it
a chunk
in.
of plate.
Yeah, you're looking for a piece of plywood and not like the particle board.
Do you see
either.
runaways at tractor pulls?
Occasionally.
Oh yeah, they have.
There's-
They used to.
What
have,
do you do? Do you just fucking run?
Well, that's where you hope the safety equipment does its job because
They have
everybody,
an air shut off typically,
Yeah,
but
you're
the air
blocking the
shut
air.
off sometimes doesn't always work. And
especially when that's hooked to the front of the turbocharger, and then if you blow the turbocharger up,
It takes the
it usually So there's different advancements in safety, but it's still you see videos online all the time where especially inline guys they'll split the block, and you'll see 6 rods and pistons kind of dancing, a cylinder head,
with
manifolds
the
go
crank
flying.
like folded over and
Yeah.
everything's hanging off of it.
Those are
And
the,
you know that the guy spent $80,000 building that,
and then some,
and
yeah.
then some. Yeah, right.
But that's okay. It's just money. They're probably shop owners, actually.
things that we do with our hobbies. So That's why I want to be a really, really efficient evil shop owner, so that I can dump a stupid amount of money into something stupid like a Miata, and then break it.
Let's start with an achievable goal. Can we get the tires balanced on the Silverado?
No, I was talking to the Hunter guys over there earlier about, because they brought the Ultimate ADAS and
do they have a road
tire
force?
machine. They have a road force over
Pull
there.
that shit in here. I'll go get it. Where's the thing?
Do we have a situation?
Actually, after we were okay.
Because we're talking about Miata.
I didn't even realize it, but I picked him up at the airport in the Silverado, and my frame of reference is pretty low. I have a very high tolerance for shitty performance, I guess.
Mike doesn't do the QC test drives at the shop. It's kind
Probably
of
a good thing.
Some people know your strengths and weaknesses.
Yep. And
I know a lot of weaknesses. I don't really know my strengths.
Shaking so bad. It's got such a bad tire balance problem. Like, I could do my Darth Vader voice almost in the truck.
Oh my god.
I was like, "Argh."
So
Shaking
Hyperbole,
Yeah.
man. Come on,
No.
man. Nah.
Dude,
So-
it's
so is it-
crazy. 72 miles an hour. It's like going down the road. I'm like, are you gonna get that fixed? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, are you okay?
what are you going to fit? Yeah, what's wrong?
Yeah.
That's when you know you got too much money. You don't even worry about problems.
That's when
like
you
that.
know that you're.
I didn't know it was a
guy
problem.
that mounted the tires and balanced them is fucking flat rate.
Maybe I haven't rotated the tires in forever, and I've fucked up the tires.
Why didn't you rotate the tires?
I don't maintain my shit. You kidding me?
You just get new shit.
I'm driving around in a Miata with a taillight out.
He is.
I know.
So when we were driving,
I feel like it's been out for a while.
I picked
hasn't
up Anise, dude that I met last night, to go to the go-kart track. He's here from Canada. So I picked up a single dude from Canada in my Miata to go on a ride.
Nice.
And we were like 2 blocks south, heading in that direction. And a bunch of dudes that are here at the conference were like, "Hey, nice car!"
it? That was me.
And
Oh, that was the point. Oh,
and
shut
he
up.
and I was like, "Thanks." And they're like, "You got a tail light out." And I was like, "I know a guy who'll still pass the inspection." And he was like nervous, laughing about it. He didn't know that they were show attendees who knew.
Oh,
me.
he thought it was
He thought it was
random
just
people?
like random assholes heckling
Oh,
me.
and
for
he's
dri-
did?
Yes.
Oh,
and
we are random assholes.
and I-
he got
well-
that part right. He got that part right.
I didn't realize that he didn't know, right? So I just laughed it off and we kept talking. And then like late in the night, he was like, "Man, I thought Southern people were supposed to be nice."
Well, first thing, they're from Michigan. But anyways,
we Yankees.
we Yankees.
I was like, "Dude, we know all of them." They're
Oh, that's funny.
He had no idea. It was awesome. So,
Oh, that's funny. So sorry for interrupting your story that you were getting to the point.
well, my wife has told me, and on the drive from here to the go-kart track, we got heckled that you have a tail light out. Somebody was following us on the road and texted me that I had a tail light out.
In the group chat.
In the group chat, somebody sent a message that I had a tail light. Because by the time we got there were like 5 cars in a
Do
caravan.
you know how you solve this problem?
I don't buy Chinese tail lights where the lights go out.
You just take the other one out.
yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing because clearly we're not going to.
I was
Next level problems require
I
next
was
level
quite a
solutions.
distance from my house, and I had to drive home. And I honestly was not intoxicated, but I did not want to be heckled, and it was at a time of night where I would have been heckled for a taillight out. And I have a Ford, a 21 Ford, so it's got upper and lower taillights. And I just freaking grabbed the freaking ratchet screwdriver out of my glove box, and I went to the left. My right upper was out. I just went to the left taillight at 1 a.m. at the East Eden Hotel, and I took the taillight out and took the upper bulb out on the left-hand side and threw it in the cup holder and drove home. Because if it matches, how do they know?
That's next level. That's next level.
And I, honest to goodness, I was not intoxicated, and I'm like, I don't want to be freaking bothered. I'm tired. I've been out. I'm not even drunk. Like, if I was drunk, I probably wouldn't have cared.
But you
I
felt
was
guilty
like,
about
whatever. I was like,
you were
I
definitely
don't
feeling
wanna-
guilty.
There are plenty of times when you feel like, and you probably are fine to drive, and it has nothing to do with what your
Yeah, and that's the
breathalyzer
other thing.
would
You
be.
don't know what you would blow, right? I'm like, I don't know. I freaking had like 3 beers earlier. I don't freaking know. Maybe. Who knows?
I'm
I don't
getting
even think
to that
that'd
point
pick
in my
up.
life when it's just like it ain't worth it, man. It's just not fucking worth
Yeah,
it. So
Not on a school night.
Anywhere I go now is at one of these shows, if I have something to drink, one of these shows, or camping, where I'm going to just go back to my campsite. Or honestly, and I don't really leave town anymore because if I feel like I've had too many, in the past I've walked home.
you just take the snowmobile.
I
Middle of the
do
summer.
take the golf cart.
Golf cart.
I
in the
do
summer,
take the golf
snowmobile in the
cart
summer.
to the open air bar.
And that's okay.
I have an orange triangle on it, so it's kind of
That's fair
agricultural.
then.
Checking
Okay.
crops,
Checking. Yeah.
Got to check crops.
What are you growing this year?
How fast can you drive a golf cart while actively drinking before it becomes a problem? Is it speed or
That's
is it
a trick
location?
question.
Is it speed or location?
Here's the trick question, okay? And this is going to get, I'll try to keep it not too technical so you don't stroke. Golf carts have a caster angle on the front axle that make them very good at low speed maneuverability.
Mm-hmm.
So when you install an upgraded speed control system like I have, even if you're not drinking at all, 48 miles an hour is a fucking handful.
That sounds dangerous. Because
Yeah.
48 is
If you hit a
lot
bump
in a
in the
golf
road
cart.
at 48 miles an hour on a golf cart, you will use a 2-lane road to keep it between the ditches at 48 miles an hour.
So then why would you equip a vehicle to do 48 miles an hour?
You ever done a
if you know-
wheelie on the golf cart in front of the whole town? It's pretty fantastic.
It's like you're the king of the fucking town. Then they
King
give
of
you,
the town.
they give you the key to the city.
That's what Dan Hensel says. He goes, "You're the mayor of fucking Newfane or what here with this golf cart at the bar?"
he's the only golf cart at the bar.
That's not true.
Oh, all right.
It's just the best golf cart. at
It
the bar.
is the best golf cart.
So all the upgrades that you can do to make a golf cart faster and dangerous and dumb, you can't make it handle better.
I could.
So
Yeah,
that's
It's not worth it.
all right. I mean,
This
that's
way,
fine.
this way, nobody else drives
All
this
the
golf cart
upgrades I
fast.
did, I never had to actually get on the ground to do anything. This would require me to go from a standing position to a on the concrete position. And
That's fair.
That's not
fair.
So let's talk about upgrading vehicles that don't need upgrades. I put brakes and tires and coilovers. I put a roll bar in it.
I wish you would have had Rotary. I wish Rotary was at the expo with a lift so we could lift that thing up and put those TMU sway bar links you got in there. And that
Those are really nice sway bar links.
are they really?
They're just the wrong ones for the
Oh, okay.
application. Yeah, problematic.
You put a
So
roll
the
bar
front
in.
sway bar is totally disconnected now. It's just in there for extra weight.
I kind of noticed when you were whipping the illegal U-turn in the intersection, and I felt like I was
no.
going to fall out of the car.
That was not no. That had nothing to do with the fucking car. That had to do with the car was overloaded on that side.
I believe in a group chat, I said, make sure you put a round of wedge into the right gear before you come get me. And I don't think he did.
They get coilovers. They're adjustable. You should be able to just
There ain't enough adjustment. He broke the spanner wrench, stripped it out.
air ride.
Yeah.
Air ride.
So what performance like upgrades should I do on something? Just
You want a fun to drive performance upgrade for a small underpowered car?
Yeah.
Go buy smaller tires.
Definitely. You can go on iRacing
Less
and
traction.
race Miatas. So that means there's got to be a group for that.
oh, there's
And there
tons.
probably is. I mean, you're probably going to have to go somewhere above Temu to get it, but there's got to be some go fast stuff for those, right?
Hey, do you use the Temu diesel injectors?
I do not.
No,
No,
I heard
I've-
that you can get incredible margins on them.
The margins are good. I could see the risk rate being a little higher, but
You probably sell a lot of pistons with those.
yeah. But then you're Temu Pistons. Maybe they're matched. Maybe they work together.
Maybe the match sets.
I didn't think about that. The whole
Never crossed
rotating
my mind.
assembly.
You can buy the whole. Oh, great! Hold on, it'll be here in 37 days. It's got to.
Yeah, but it's cheap.
It's got to clear customs, but
cheap.
we got your new $1.38 rotating assembly. It's coming.
I wonder what would happen. I wonder, is there such a thing as Temu injectors?
100%. I've
Is it
troll
really?
posted. I've troll posted.
Yeah,
groups
we did
saying,
it.
I
We did
just
it on
ordered
the
these-
owners group.
Yeah, I just ordered these $26 injectors for a 6.7, and they
I'm gonna sell them at dealer list.
I'm gonna
Margin's
sell
gonna
them
be
at
crazy.
dealer list. And
I almost want to order
my
some
customer
just to
wants
see
to
what
see
they
the
do.
receipt to prove that they're
What
or
should I
something
do?
like that. What should I do?
You have multiple problems in your situation.
Yeah. $26 for a common rail injector off of Temu.
No core, of course.
Yeah, they're not interested in anything that's rebuildable. No.
Well, yeah, they're not.
It's probably
They're not
3D printed.
Hey, if the
You
material,
imagine it comes way too small. It's like a model of one. It's like a 64 scale model of an injector.
We were talking to Justin Morgan just a minute ago about like giveaways and things at trade shows. So we need to give away an F-350 King Ranch here and have a big drawing for it, and like post pictures of it and like build up really big. And then when it's time to give it away, it's a scale model.
It's one of the ones, you take your kid to Walmart and they got the little construction that
It has the Barbie ponies in the
Barbie
trailer.
ponies
yeah.
with the trailer at Walmart. It's like $15.
You think we get hate mail for that?
Who cares?
There was nothing that said anything. It's just all in the wording. You just got to word the contest right.
I'm looking up the Temu 6.7 injector to see how much it is right now.
I'm going to go with $32.
Yeah,
Got
you
some
pretty
new
much already
tariffs now.
told us that.
New tariffs.
All right. For a Cummins 6.7, you can get a 6-pack of injectors off of Temu delivered for $333.
And how much would they cost to get OEM injectors?
From the dealer, each is more than $333.
I was going to say each was probably in that $330 range.
You think list is probably going to be about $450 each.
We don't use list prices in this industry.
I'm just
It's a made up number.
Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
So
It's whatever your matrix allows.
if you were to join Pro Service, because you're not a member yet, you were visiting, what portion of your business would you report for financials? Would it just be the service side or?
Right now, I'm only reporting service for Top Shop.
Okay.
So it probably would be the same because I think that's the only way to make it level playing field.
So you compare apples
comparable
to
to other
Comparable
people.
to
If you're
others,
going to
yeah.
compare to others, you can't include your manufacturing side because it's
Right,
a
'cause
whole
it's-
different
That way, all the variabilities of a wholesale distribution company or one of our wholesale customers putting in a large stock order isn't going to swing the numbers in our service department.
Is there enough diesel specific training here at this event for your guys, or are they going to some general training also?
I think they're taking the general stuff. I know there's usually a lot of, or not a lot of, but there's always at least some kind of 6-7 Ford training that is done, but I don't know if there's anything specific to diesel. I don't look through the technical classes, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But the general knowledge, maybe not so much on O2 sensors. Maybe it is a little bit because now they are putting O2 sensors in them. But the die-hard nitty-gritty stuff, it doesn't exist anywhere.
Okay.
It's just picking up from
Yeah.
everywhere.
Taking the segments from each one that you can.
Yeah.
What classes are you most excited about here? Or who do you want to talk to or learn from the most?
I like to learn from everybody. I don't. My
There's
badge is
always
blank. I thought I signed up for classes, but
There's
apparently
always something. The worst class I've ever taken, I still pick something.
still
up.
get something out of it.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your two classes that you're doing. So you're doing shit you don't know and how to
Which
find
we
out.
did last year, and we had.
Same case studies or new stuff this year?
There's a couple that are the same because the message that they send are very important. It's not so much technical; it's more about reading and how to get there. And there's a couple that are the same, but there's a lot that's different. And then we're doing
Control Alt Fixed.
6.
And what is that one?
That's more of not using everybody else's solutions for your business and learning to, when you have a problem, create your own solution.
So is that technically focused or is it business
You can use it
management?
for either.
Okay.
It's the same process.
Because I've got
I know
a
this
couple
is
guys
what I
that
know.
wanted to go to both of them.
This
So-
is what I know. This is what I want to know. What is a test I can do to figure out if that will work? And then how did that test result? Which you can use for, I'm going to start doing this with waiter customers, or I'm going to start doing this with this purge valve code. You can use that process. For
That's
either.
scientific theory, right?
Yeah.
Positive theory.
But we're going to go, and I just really oversimplified it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff involved with like what Toyota's done over the years, the PDCA process. So we're gonna go further into that, and honestly, we're gonna do a lot of discussion about why did you do this?
You're not going to be like Dutch, are you? Because Dutch sent a screenshot the other day. He was on page 466 of his slide deck.
That was a rage bait. And I didn't. And I'm so busy or so stupid, both combined. I didn't even realize. So I didn't respond. He just sent a thing he was working on his class. I'm like,
was
I
like
gave it a
halfway
thumbs
through.
up, and I kept moving. And he's like,
None of you are going to say anything.
I'm a little disappointed. None of you said anything. And I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, slide 466 for a 4-hour class.
I'm going to be disappointed if he doesn't use them all, though.
You imagine that thing? Okay, guys, this is what we're going to do. He's just hitting the
Everybody's like, slow down. Or
Listen, hold your questions to the end. We got a lot to get through. Those are the worst classes ever.
Hold your questions
If
to the
somebody
end
says
and
hold your
don't ask me a
questions-
question.
If
Those are
somebody
the- yeah,
says,
those- that's
don't
usually a
test
bad-
my knowledge on this,
Just believe what I'm saying.
if it's not on the
might-
slide deck, I
I
don't
was going
have
to
the
say
info.
get up and leave, but well, I
so-
just did, so I'll just say, yeah, get up and leave.
What is but when is it appropriate to test their knowledge, and when? Because I've been in classes where a dude who thinks he knows it all takes over the fucking class, and he's clearly an idiot.
Yeah, stupid question.
And he
I've been
needs
in
to
those
shut. He
classes.
needs to shut the fuck up
So what
and
you
let
have to
everybody
do,
listen.
What you have to do is, Jim and I have had to do this before. Jim does it very well. I tend to be a little bit nicer than Jim in that situation because I haven't taught as long as Jim has. But Jim just tells them this has no relevance on the subject we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
You know, and
I remember.
I have left classes not because of the instructor, but because of the know-it-alls in the class who
Yeah.
were pulling us off on tangents that
Yeah.
so much it was making me angry.
yeah, and it's
So-
it's actually interesting. Our class is structured around interaction.
Yeah.
Our class is we want people to interact, but it needs to be it needs to be relatively on subject. Doesn't mean, doesn't need to be the exact same car we're talking about, a similar problem on a different brand and how or whatever. Right? That's cool. It's just when people go, it's like, when
think
people
as you
act
get-
like I do, that's why I just sit in class and shut up.
As you do that stuff, you get used to bringing that subject back.
Yeah, and it's not,
It's
easy for the stuff that I do because I'm teaching all my own material. So I actually had to do that car in the field. So I can bring it back because I know the gory details, right? I don't, even if I don't have it noted, I have very few slide notes because I did the car.
you remember.
Yeah.
I did it.
I can't remember, who we talked to an hour ago, much less those types of details. That's why I'm so thankful for people like Xander who remember everything
Yeah,
and they have
I'm
a
really
freakish
good
memory.
with what we actually did in this. I can document something I did a week after I did it. Like as far as a diagnostic on a vehicle, yeah, I can
For
document what I did.
anyone or just the ones that stick? Like,
Within a week, I can do any car I've worked on in the last week. I can tell you what I did and what the measurements were.
Wow.
that's oddly impressive.
It's weird.
What'd you have for breakfast
It's
this
because
morning?
you've been doing Tylenol since you were a baby.
Come and take it. Oh gosh,
Man.
we're having too much fun with that.
What's your favorite kind of class? Like kind of instruction, not topic. Do you prefer the interactive ones or do you prefer short, long form? What's ideal?
I think the ones that are engaging, because I don't want to listen to a lecture, and generally speaking, at a conference like this, the classes are bigger, so you don't necessarily have a lot of interaction unless it's asked for. The one I was in this morning, I could tell that was the direction things were trying to get, but it took a while for everybody to loosen up and start
Yeah.
raising their hand and warm
Was she
up.
throwing Twinkies?
She was. Oh yeah, there was plenty of stuff flying, Twinkies and Nutty Buddies, and
We were only 10 minutes into class last year at ASTA, and I grabbed a chair and I sat in it and I said, I'm not saying anything else till somebody says something. I said, I'll freaking sit in this chair for the next 3 hours. So you guys are going to talk.
that's commitment right there.
Yeah. I said, well, whatever. Like, you guys are going to talk.
How long did it take?
2 seconds after that.
Awkward silence is awkward.
And it was perfect the rest of the time.
Yeah.
It was exactly
You
how you
just
wanted.
got to establish the standard, or
Even
or
though
set
I
the
think we
limit
had
or
set the
whatever.
class seating at 25 and you guys put like 110 people in there, that was real convenient.
We moved you to a bigger class, right?
Yeah, that was real convenient.
You just
the
need more chairs.
25 wasn't for the size of the room. The 25 was to ease the interaction, right? It's hard to interact with a group of 100 people, but
Have you been told how many people you have signed up this year?
it doesn't. It's you.
It's a loose
ASTA
suggestion.
has already proven it's not relevant last year, so why would I care? Even if you say 25, it's probably gonna be 100 again. So
Kind of like going to go-karting. It's an RSVP, but it could be twice as many or half as many.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the same
exactly.
thing. It's the same thing.
Ultimately, this podcast paid for it, so thank you. Anyway.
That's a pretty
Well, hey,
cool-
man, it's been good talking to you.
It's fun.
Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
I'll see you at the hospitality suite in a little bit.
I'll be there.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our video today. If you enjoyed this content and you'd like to see some more, you can click right here. And it would be really helpful for me if you thought that this level of mediocrity is something that could help your other friends that were shop owners or in the industry, you can click right here and subscribe. You can even set up notifications if you want. I'd love to have you on the channel.